Chapter 7. The Power of Surprise. Nothing rewires perception faster than surprise. It doesn't just change how people see you, it shatters the frame entirely. It disrupts rhythm, hijacks certainty, and makes people question what they thought they knew. In the arsenal of the underestimated, surprise is the first sharp edge. It is the rupture that creates an opening, and it is most effective when delivered with timing, precision, and intent. The surprise strike works because people build expectations around you. They assume you'll act in predictable ways, consistent with their limited view of who you are. When you break that pattern, when you move in a way they didn't forecast, you're no longer operating inside their world. You've entered your own. To wield surprise strategically, you must first allow the misperception to grow. Let people believe they've figured you out. Don't rush to correct them. Let the expectations settle. Then, when the moment comes, detonate them. Deliver a result so far beyond what they assumed you were capable of, it leaves them stunned. Because in that stunned silence, power transfers. Consider the military brilliance of the D-Day invasion during World War II. The Allies used decoys, false intelligence, and misleading signals to convince the Nazis the attack would come at Calais. When they landed at Normandy instead, it was a strategic ambush disguised as inevitability. Surprise didn't just win the day, it broke the enemy's confidence. In business, surprise is disruption. When Netflix pivoted from DVD rentals to streaming, the industry was caught sleeping. Blockbuster, once the Goliath, couldn't pivot fast enough. Why? Because they didn't see the move coming. That's the core of strategic surprise. By the time they react, you're already gone. But surprise isn't just for institutions. It's personal. You've seen it. The quiet employee who presents a flawless pitch and walks away with the promotion. The overlooked artist who releases something so resonant, it shakes the culture. The underestimated kid from nowhere who beats the champion. What makes these moments stick is not just the win, but the fact that no one saw it coming. The key is in preparation. Surprise only works when it's backed by substance. A loud entrance without depth falls flat, but a silent climb followed by an undeniable strike. That changes the terrain. That's not noise, it's narrative. The psychology of surprise is deeply tied to emotion. Surprise triggers vulnerability. It leaves people momentarily off balance. It opens a window of opportunity to lead, influence, or pivot. But you must act swiftly. Once surprise lands, you need to follow through. The strike is only as effective as the ground you claim afterward. Even in relationships and social dynamics, surprise plays a role. When you act in ways that disrupt others' expectations, not chaotically but intentionally, you break their emotional routines. You introduce new energy. You reveal dimensions of yourself they didn't anticipate, and in doing so, you claim space in their mental framework. To master surprise, you must master contrast. Let your silence become the setup. Let your restraint become the wind-up. Let their underestimation become your camouflage. Then, when the moment aligns, hit. Deliver the move they didn't rehearse for. Speak the truth they weren't ready to hear. Launch the project they thought you couldn't finish. Surprise is a shockwave, but it's also a statement. It says, "You never knew me, and now that you do, everything has changed." In the next chapter, we'll explore how to shape the story that follows your strike. Because surprise opens the door, but narrative determines who walks through it. For now, hold your silence. Let them guess. Let them sleep. Your moment is coming, and when it does, don't knock. Break the door down.